So those you folks have probably already been on here, but I just wanted to just make sure people know that as far as the online store goes, there's a view that the public can see, and there's a view that only members can see. And the public can see this. Any person that goes to our website, they can go to Buy Our Pottery and go to Ventura Pottery Online, and they get this beautiful carousel, a slide carousel that represents every artist that's currently on the online store, and we'll be swapping out pictures with respect to that every once in a while. And then they can also, you can probably see your own piece and scroll by here, and then all they have to do is click on the link, and they're going to go right to our beautiful pottery store. So that is what the public sees. What we see as members, we have to log in. So you're going to have to go to member login, and then you get a log, it logs you in. Everybody's here has been logged in, right? So that's not an issue. So then if you want to go to the online store information here, as a member, you're going to go to the member section, and you're going to go to sell online. Pretty straightforward, right? So once you get to this page, this is only visible to members once they signed in, and this page has a number of resources for you. It has online store guidelines, which have just been updated to address the fact that we have a new online submission process, a new contract, which we're going to talk about in a minute, and a W-9 form that existing participants only need to worry about if they've changed their address. So you can go on here anytime, and you can get any of these forms. You can download them onto your computer. You can open them up and see them here. You can also watch the Online Store 101 video that's from our YouTube our YouTube channel. You can go straight to that video. I need to update this. There you go, there's Marie. I need to update that video, but most of it, everything on there is still correct. There's just a few new things that you all probably already know about. And you can also email me. You can send me an email through here as well. Okay. So the real reason we're here, though, is the new online submission form. So you got a piece of pottery and you want to submit it, you just click on this. And really, from here on out, it's basically the same as the PDF, but things are in a little bit different order, and it's just a little bit different. So I thought I'd go over it with you guys real quick. So this, you need to fill this just like always. Really not that much has changed, but just like always, you need to submit one of these forms for each item. So the only time you can submit one form for multiple items is if those multiple items are basically identical. Like I make blue mugs and they pretty much all look the same. They're pretty much the same volume, and I have 5 of them, then I only need to submit one submission form and one set of photographs. And as we go further along, you'll see how that makes a difference. So you just do this like you did it, item title, blue mug, right? Just like always. If it has a red dot next to it, it is a required field. And I think basically all of these are required. Then you put the price in, $45. Then you do the description. You all know how to do the description. This is your chance to talk about your piece. Some people tell a little story about it, about what inspired the mug. Some people talk about how to use it. Some people talk about the process of making it. I think the more descriptive and engaging descriptions are good. I think anything that keeps people on your page longer is a good thing. And so if you're saying something interesting about your blue mug, then that's a great thing. I think things that should always be in there is if it's food safety, I think you should say yes or no if it's a functional piece. The same thing with dishwasher and microwave. And again, if it's a functional piece, I think giving people an idea of the size and also the volume, if applicable, I think is always really helpful. So here's your description. And once you've done your description, it's helpful to me to write artist and then your name. Okay, now if you don't do this, I always add it. But I like to put this at the end of every description, because that way, let's say they don't go to your artist page, but they go to your mugs page and they really like that blue mug. Then they can see, oh, Stacy Rao made that blue mug. I can go to the artist page and then they can find Stacy Rao and then they can see what else she has in that glaze or whatever. Okay, so then you just scroll down again. You have to pick one of these methods. This is not new. In-store pickup only. That means at the gallery. Flat rate shipping only. That means you have already priced how much it's going to cost you to ship that blue mug, and you have put it in this price. So I want $30 for this blue mug, but I think it's going to cost me $15 to ship it. So I have made the price $45. So that's that. You can offer it for in-store pickup only if you don't want to ship. You can offer it for flat rate shipping only if you don't want to schlep to the gallery and drop it off. You can offer both. That's what I always do, is I always offer either or. And if you have a really large piece that's really intricate and it will make a big difference, it doesn't fit in a flat rate, priority mailbox, and it'll make a big difference in terms of the shipping cost, whether it goes to San Francisco or whether it goes to Boston, then you can choose both custom shipping and pickup. Okay, we can't have it for just custom shipping. So it's one or the, so either you're gonna offer it for pickup and custom shipping. And how the custom shipping is gonna work, you're not gonna include the shipping price there. So if this blue mug was so special, I didn't wanna ship it, I'd go back to my $30 base price. And also in-store pickup, maybe you don't have any shipping costs there, but you might want to include, if you live far away, the cost of your gas, the cost of your packing material, whatever. That's completely up to you. But if for the custom shipping and pickup, I'm not going to build my shipping in here, but we have text that we will add to your description that basically says, this piece is also available for custom shipping. Please use the contact us form, which is on the home page of the store, and provide the following information. And there's a blurb there that I have that I can just cut and paste there. So if you want to offer the custom shipping, you don't need to really worry about the language, because I have it and I like to use the same language over and over, because you know me, I'm crazy. And I like things to be consistent. But it basically says, give us your name, give us the piece, the name of the artist, and then city and zip code that you need it shipped to. And we'll get back to you with the price. And so then I'll coordinate with you so we can let the customer know what the custom shipping price is. So they won't really be able to buy it. Or if they do buy it before they have the custom shipping price, then we will, I can have them pay for shipping separately. Nadia, you had a question?
Yes, I do. So if we are doing just shipping alone, we want to write down in our description is shipping is included. We still write that in there, right?
Yes, but
Okay,
now,
good.
and if you don't, I always will. And I
Okay.
like consistency, so I like it. I don't like, I'm not into free shipping because it's not really free shipping, and I don't want people to think that shipping is free. So
Right.
I like to, what I will do is I will add something that says shipping included. Okay.
Included.
And if you, so it's helpful if you put that in there because then I can just cut and paste everything. But I always add that if you have if you're using the flat rate shipping and you've included it in here.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Clear, everybody? Marie.
In the custom shipping or pickup. Now, I live so far away. It's possible for me to deliver to the store. So, am I correct that if they would contact you for custom shipping, you would speak to them about, get in touch with them about custom shipping and not pick up at the store?
Well, okay. So you're saying you don't want to do any pickup at all. We can work that out. I mean, first of all, the person that wants the custom shipping probably lives far away, so they're not going to be interested in picking it up. But I figured if people nearby want to pick it up, they could. But I mean, so I think we could work that out on a case by case basis.
Okay.
And if somebody,
I have a suggestion.
Go ahead.
I was just going to suggest that, Marie, on yours, after you put artist and whatever you put, you could just say custom shipping only.
Well, I have nothing that's that outstanding a shape. I can always put anything I make in a box so far. But but were I to do something,
I think we could work that out, Marie. Don't worry.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I this is not something I actually want to promote. I want pretty much everybody to use flat rate shipping. Not that, I mean, you have to use the post office flat rate shipping. I'm just saying you need to come up with your own price and not use custom shipping because it's too much back and forth.
Yeah.
Right. But sometimes it's necessary. And because it makes a big difference where it goes. Right.
Yeah.
So we'll figure out a way to make that work if you don't also want to drop it off. Not a problem.
So
Marie, it's just a click of the button when I post it.
So
so it's not it's the click of the button when I post it, and it's also the text we put in the description, so we can work it out.
And we have to average between shipping it to Encino and to Florida.
Exactly. So you're going to maybe make some money on one, and you're not going to, like, I shipped a mug. I charged $15 for shipping. It only cost me $12 to ship it. So I made $3 on extra on the shipping, but I'm sure next time I'll lose $5 on the shipping.
Yes.
You know,
Yeah.
How it goes. In a perfect world, maybe someday we'll have real-time shipping, but that we can't do until we have a single location where we ship everything out of there. Okay, any questions about that? So along the line, so you can only click one of these. So you can only click one of these, okay? So I'll do that. But let's say, and I think this is especially true, this could especially be true maybe for you, Marie, or I know a lot of people that live in Simi like to do this, or some people maybe even up in Santa Barbara, and this is a relatively new thing, and that's offering local delivery, okay? So that's just a yes or no question. And I'm actually going to go back to my PowerPoint.
Yeah, thanks for that. That's great because now we don't have to write that.
Just a second. Well, no, we still have to write the text. It's a new thing, but people are using it, and it seems to be, I know Irene has used it. Oopsie. Oh, I see. Okay, here's the local delivery. Okay. Okay, so this is a new thing that we're offering. So you can offer this in conjunction with any kind of fulfillment, but you can't offer it on your own. Okay, and if you choose yes, so you can't just do local delivery. You also have to either do shipping or in-store pickup or both or whatever. But if you're offering the local delivery, we're adding sample language to your description. And please add this to your description or something similar. And I'll clean it up if I don't think it's consistent. But basically what you're adding to your description is a little statement that says, if you live in the Simi Valley area, it may be possible to arrange local delivery for your item. They're going to use the contact us form at the bottom of our page to arrange for local delivery. Please include the artist name, the item name, the delivery location, and your phone number, and we will get back to you to make delivery arrangements. So they will purchase it and they'll say, yes, I'm interested in local delivery. I will get that email and I will forward it to you. And then you and the customer can make arrangements about the delivery. I don't need to be involved in that. I just need to know both when you've made your arrangement and then when you finally dropped off a piece. You just need to shoot me an email. You just need to say, yeah, I made an appointment with my customer to drop something off next Monday. And then after you dropped it off, all you need to do is email me and say, I dropped off the piece, it's all done. Okay. So yay. Okay. Any questions about local delivery?
No.
I have a question.
Yes, ma'am.
If you want to offer local delivery, but aren't willing to give them the 20% off on the local delivery, only on the in-store pickup, is that possible?
Yeah, let's just talk about the 20% discount and I will answer your question. Okay, so so there's a 20% discount for in-store pickup or local delivery. So what that means is I've built in this $15, right, on here, right? I made this $45, but I built in $15 for shipping, but they've chose pickup. They've chose to pick it up at the gallery, or I've offered local delivery and they said, and I just have to meet them a block away from my house, right? That doesn't cost me $15. So we have the option of giving a 20% discount for people for in-store pickup or local delivery. Now, so the 20% off of this would be $9. So I'm still making more money. I'm still getting more than my $30 from my mug, right? But the customer feels like they're getting a deal because they're getting 20% off. They're getting $9 off the mug. Now, if you want to offer that, that's a yes or no. You don't have to offer it. A lot of people that do drop off their things at the gallery, but they have a long way to drive, don't offer it. That's fine. And all we do, and I can't change the percent. Okay, we have 1% for everything. Now, this is interesting. Normally how the 20% discount works is normally how this works is we just put a little tag in there that says 20% discount is available for in-gallery pickup. Enter coupon code, I think it's pickup 20 for the discount. So here's the problem with that coupon code. And that is they can enter the discount code even if they're shipping it and get the discount, just the way the website works. But nobody has ever done that. And to answer Jody's question, yes, we can offer it for one and not the other, but that might be confusing. But you know what I can do, Jody? I can set up a separate coupon for delivery. So if you wanted to offer it for in-store pickup and not for delivery, or vice versa, I could make that happen.
I want to be able to give them 20% off. Well, it actually, for me, it would be better off if I gave them 20% off if it was local delivery, because it costs me to drive in, but
And even if
it's the cost of doing business.
Yeah, right. Well, and that's up to you. I mean, so you don't ship. Do you ship, Jody?
I found it so expensive. I didn't do very much, but I was losing so much that I went to the custom shipping, but I haven't sold anything. And it could be that reason. I don't know. So I don't know if the advantage is to raise the price, and
so people often wonder if our sales are hurt by adding the shipping into the price of the piece. And I have to tell you, 50% of our things are shipped. So I don't think it does, really. And I think people I think people are willing to pay more to get stuff shipped to them. So
Yeah,
50%,
but the market isn't showing that anymore. It used to be that way when Etsy started pushing the fact that everybody should include your shipping in that. But as I'm reading more and more, because of the shipping prices going up, it's not advantageous to give what they would consider free shipping, or because they see the price and they go, I don't want to spend that. And they don't really think about how much it's going to cost to ship. So if they see the shipping price, they say, oh, I want to buy that mug and it's costing them $30, $35. They like that. And they understand that there's going to be shipping. So the trend is shifting back to having people pay their own shipping, whatever the cost is. So,
well, it's a lot harder to do that.
Yeah, it is
On the online store.
Yeah, no, I understand. It is harder, but it's becoming more advantageous, because here's the other reason too, is that our percentage that goes to the gallery is including the shipping. So if we end up getting $45 and we put out $15, we're still having to pay the 20 or the 15% off the $40, not minus the shipping. So we lose money in that respect too. So that's why you're seeing a trend of people saying no more, I'm not including shipping anymore.
Well,
in the general market.
Yeah.
Thank you for that.
Yeah. Well, we can talk about that. It's a real pain to do it the other way, because the amount, because we don't have a standard amount for shipping, and we don't have a way for people to weigh it and do all of that. And as long as at least half of our pieces are shipping, I guess I mean, I don't know that's a discouragement. So, I mean, we even have people ship.
I mean, the discouragement is we're not getting anybody buying. I mean, I haven't sold this thing.
But do you think it's because of our prices?
I think it's because of my price, and I'm not going to lower the price because I have to include the shipping in there and plus the percentage and everything else. So by the time you add all that up, yeah, a mug will cost you $50. Yeah, because it includes the shipping, it includes the percentage, it includes everything. I mean, it's like, are you going to give it away? And there are sometimes I see prices on there and I go, you're giving that thing away. It's costing you more to make it than it is, you're basically just making it and you're just selling it for what you made it for. You're not profiting. And normally it's, if you sell something in retail, I think it's triple the price of of wholesale or something like that, or double the price of
Double.
wholesale. And we're we are nowhere there near that.
Well, you can price your pieces however you want to price them. That's completely.
Yeah,
up
I understand that, but that's.
And whether if you want to build your 15% commission in there, that's fine too. I don't know what 15% commission is on $15. I think it's like $1, $2 that you're losing on your pay on your end. Is that 15% of $1 of $15? I think so. So yes, you're right. When you build the shipping in, you're paying commission on the shipping. We can
It's
talk.
225.
Okay, so it's 225. Thank you. So so add the 225 in your price if you want, which is what you're talking about, how it all starts to add up. I get that. We started out by allowing people to pick to pick an amount for shipping in $5 increments, right? So still flat rate shipping, right?
Mhm.
But you could put $15, you could put $20, and we could show that. You know what you can do? What you could do is you could say in your project, in your description, you could say something like $15 in shipping fees are included, and there's a 20% discount for in gallery pickup or whatever if you want to do that. So if your issue is if once they see how much the shipping is, they understand it. I mean, I think you could just do that. Do you understand what I'm saying? Because it was so onerous to have people be able to pick different shipping amounts. But I'm open to suggestions. I mean, if we can phrase it a different way, well, yeah, so if you want to do that, what you could do is you could say, the base price for the mug is $30, that includes $15 for shipping. You can get a 20% discount for in-store pickup or local delivery. We can put that text in your description. The problem is if they do the math, they can see that the 20% discount doesn't account for all of the shipping costs. So I don't ever want people to know how much I'm paying for shipping, frankly. I don't want them to know how much I'm charging them for shipping. I don't want them to know that I'm actually charging them more than it's costing me, or vice versa.
Well, shipping is one cost. You have to include all the materials and you taking it to the post office.
I understand that, but
Yeah.
people don't understand that. I mean, if you want to call it shipping and handling, that's fine, but I personally don't like people knowing how much the shipping is. But that would be one way that you could make it transparent so that they would see that you're only getting, $30 for the mug and that there's $15 for shipping. And we can talk about it again, but it was really difficult to do it before. Any more questions on shipping? You're going to have to speak up because I can't actually see you all on my screen now anymore. Okay, so the item number is always, it's the same as always. It's SR. Please start with your initials and then whatever your item number is. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm not at the item number. I'm at the number of identical items available for online sales. So if you remember way back at the very beginning, I said you needed to submit one form for each piece unless you had 4 that were virtually identical and you're only doing one submission and you're only doing one set of photos. So Marie had just the other day a couple of salad dressing flasks. She had 2 of them. So we just put 2 in there because she has 2 identical pieces that she can sell. And then the online store knows if somebody just buys one of them, then it won't say sold out. It'll just say that there's one more left. Okay, so this is always one if it's a one of a kind piece. But if you have the 4 mugs that are basically the same, then there's that. And when you have a number of identical pieces, I always add text to your description that says something like, multiple pieces are available for this item because each one is handmade in a unique, there may be slight variations from the photo. So I always add a little statement like that if there's more than one in the same post. Because the other thing I do, and I would tell you to do in your description, if you have a beautiful picture with food in it, or you have like a paintbrush holder and you show with paintbrushes, I swear to God, I like to add paintbrushes not included. Because I'm telling you, people are goofy. And, or a soap dish, that's a really good example, right? Like soap not included, sponge holders, the sponge not included, or it is, sponge included. Okay, great. That's fine too. But that's a tip there too. Okay, inventory number, again, SR100. It should always start with your initials. I don't think at the moment we have 2 people with the same initials. When we do, I'll assign you the first 2 letters. And then whatever, I don't care what number you use, but this I care very much about. Never use the same number twice. Even if you used it 6 months ago and you sold the piece and it's long gone, please don't reuse your inventory numbers, because I got to tell you something. I only go by inventory number when I'm looking. You guys call things different times. And whenever you're communicating with me, please communicate with the inventory number. Just the other day, I had someone say, can you take my heart mugs down because I want to take them to the Valentine's Day? Well, she had heart mugs, but she also had a mug with a heart on it. So was that a heart mug? I didn't know. So I need you to give me inventory numbers. I only go by inventory numbers. You will say something, you'll call it something, but it'll be something else on the website, and I have no idea. So I only go by inventory numbers, and I never want you to use them. Okay, last but not least, well, it's not last actually. So here are all of our categories. As you know, every artist gets a category of their own, and everything you submit comes under on your artist category. So you can see this, right? That I just switched, right? So we're going to browse by artist. So here's everybody's artist category, right? So these are all of Marie's pieces. Now these pieces are also in plates and platters or in vases or wherever else they go, but everybody has their own artist category, and everybody, that's a given. But there's also a lot of other categories. So here are all of our other categories. You can see there's quite a few, and they are represented on this form. On this form, you can pick up to 2, but I may only put them in 1. We had a situation in the past where people were like picking 8 categories for their pieces, and it didn't really make sense. So basically, you're gonna put your piece in the most likely category, like, so what's a good example? So you have maybe a soup bowl with a handle, and maybe that could also be like a cappuccino cup. So in that case, maybe it could go in bowls and cups and mugs. I'll make a decision about whether it can go in 2 categories or 1. I'm pretty liberal about that, unless I just don't see it. Also, miscellaneous, do not put anything in miscellaneous if there's another category for it. If you found another category for it, by definition, it doesn't go in miscellaneous, okay? Same thing with kitchen miscellaneous, okay? If it's something that's not a casserole, or, you know, we've got lots of different categories here for different kitchen type pieces. You know, if it can go in one of those, it doesn't go in kitchen miscellaneous too, okay? All right, last but not least, it's photos. So this, like, so you can submit up to 3 images. You do not have to submit 3 images, but most people do. You're gonna need to label your image. You guys know this. You guys have been taking pictures. You're the pros in this, but there's a couple new people on here too. So I need you to label your photographs. First of all, they need to be in JPEG. They need to be a square format. I'll talk with the new people more about the backgrounds and stuff like that. But you label them with your inventory number. So it would be a SR100 for the 3 images for my fabulous blue mug up here. But I'm gonna put SR100-1, -2, and -3, because we can't have 3 images with the same name because it goes bonkers, right? Just like it does on your home computer, right? And the 1, 2, 3 signify like which is the main image. So the main image, which is the first one that comes up and comes up in the rotation, will be -1, and then -2 and -3. So Nadia, do you have a question?
Yeah, what's the possibility of getting 4 photographs? I mean, not that we would have to put 4, but there are certain occasions that 4 really was needed.
You can talk to me about that.
Okay, fine.
All right, then what you'll have to do is you'll have to send that to me, the 4th photograph, in an email.
Okay, fine.
I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
So are you talking specifically about you have 3 mugs? So those are the 3 photographs that you're putting here in this attachment?
No, no, I have 1 mug.
Okay, so
I
then
have 3 photos of the same mug.
I got it. Okay, so then let's say if you have to fill out a form for each piece, don't you have to then take a picture of each piece with each form?
Yes.
So then I wouldn't put in, let's just say, for example, I had 3 pieces, but for this form, I'm only going to put 1 photo in, right?
Okay, so are those 3 pieces basically identical, or is one red and one blue and one
Yeah,
white?
they're all separate.
Okay, so you're gonna fill, if there are 3 different mugs, you're gonna fill in 3 of these forms, and you'll
Correct.
have 3 pictures of each mug. So you'll have 3 pictures of your blue mug, 3 pictures of your red mug, or 3 pictures of your white mug. Now, you
Right.
don't have to do 3. You can just do 1 if you want to, but a
But
lot of people,
But that picture is only for if you have 3 of 1 item. So, okay,
correct.
let's say I'm submitting 3 pieces, or I'm submitting 6 pieces, but every time I submit a piece, I fill out a new form and 1 picture for that piece.
Or up to 3 pictures for that piece.
Correct, if they're the same.
Yes. So
Okay.
here, let me just show you. Let me show you.
No, she's not, she doesn't understand you.
But
Well,
you
hang on,
understand
let me show her. Let me show her.
what I'm asking, right, Jody?
I do understand what you're asking. You're
Here,
gonna,
let me show her.
okay.
Let me go to Zoom.
Maybe you could help me explain it to her.
Well, hang on.
Okay.
Hang on, let me see. I want to share my.
Irene, I think you're not understanding the process. That's the problem, because you guys,
Probably because
Yeah.
I haven't done it and I want to do it. but-
right, exactly. But
Can you see my screen?
Yes,
Okay, these are the pieces I have on the online store. I have 3 shots of this. See these 3 images that I'm highlighting here?
yes.
That's one piece on one form.
Got it. Okay, I understand now. I'm
Okay, I could only do, if I wanted to only submit one, I could only submit one, that would be fine.
Okay, I understand. Like Jody said, I was the one misunderstanding. Now
Okay.
I totally understand now.
Yeah, yeah.
Thank
And then, okay, and then for like these mugs, I had to submit one form for the tree mug, one form for the peace and joy mug. It's the same mug.
Got
different
it.
size.
Yeah,
Okay, okay.
got it. Thank
Got
you. Sorry.
You got it. Okay,
Okay.
I thought you just needed to see that to understand. Okay.
Perfect
Now
example.
I'm back to sharing my screen again.
Thank
Okay.
you.
Hang on. So back to this. Okay, so now just to show you how to upload this. Okay, so add supporting document. You go to select, okay, and then you're gonna have to browse on your computer, just like always, you know, whenever you're attaching a document. And then I would, you know, select this image, and it's uploaded, and I hit save. Okay, and it's down there, it's uploaded. Okay, and I can upload another one. Okay, select, you know, whatever, whatever. Okay, so I'm going to do that. Okay, so I'm going to just cancel this. Okay, that's it. Okay, I am going to, so now we've done all this, we filled this all out, we're going to hit submit, except I'm not going to hit submit. Okay, but once you hit submit, this all comes to me. But not only that, you get an email with a copy of all of this in your inbox, whatever inbox you have listed for on this website. And that's a really, you can just save that, and that's your copy, that's your file. It's for your record. Okay. And now I'm going to talk to Marie, because before we even had this training, Marie bravely went on to the form and submitted them with this new process all on her own, and she did it perfectly. Was it easy to do, Marie?
It was very easy. The nice thing about having this form is that I can print it out, and I put on top of the form the item number. I save these forms by item numbers. And when the item sells, I take it out of the unsold stack and put it over in the sold stack. I save the sold stacks because all that stuff that you write as descriptions, it's hard sometimes to, you know, get your brain into your head and out of your fingertips and onto the keys and into the description thing. So it's so easy. It's so wonderful to have a library of descriptions. And if I make another mug or bowl or silly thing with a rooster on it, I can go to that description. And it's wonderful to save those things. But this system is ever so much easier than any of the other submission forms that we have had. So there.
Thank you. Thank you very much. So that concludes my presentation on the new item submission form. There's a couple of more things for the existing online store artists, and then I'll excuse you all, and I will talk to the new folks for a little bit longer. But are there any questions from anybody about how to submit an item now with this new online submission form?
No, I don't have a question on that, but I'm curious because I thought that going to this new system, that all of this stuff would be put in and it would be categorized with the new program. I didn't know that it was still going back to you and you were still having to do all this work. I thought it was eliminating your work. It doesn't seem like it's eliminating it.
No, it doesn't. It just makes it a little bit easier for everybody.
Okay.
Now, down the road, is it possible this new software, the Club Express software,
Yeah.
does have an online retail
Yeah.
function?
Yeah, that's what I thought I heard. That's why.
Yes.
It does. And indeed, we may get there, but
Okay.
we're not there now.
Okay. Yeah. I thought that's what this was all about, is that because it was going to go out of your hands and into the system that we're using as an online store.
Well, not yet. That's a whole nother thing. And even then, I think what we're going to need to do, I mean, somebody's still going to have to manage it. You can't have 40 people willy-nilly posting things onto an online store without some kind of moderation. That would be chaos. So I think there still would need to be some kind of a moderator for that. But yeah, it could be something as simple as me or whoever would be doing it, just going on and clicking a button instead of having to do all the entry that I have to do.
Right.
But I have to tell you, posting is the least work of all of this. I am very fast at posting. That is the easiest part of all of this. Actually, sales and all the back and forth with that is more complicated than just the posting part. So, but I'm sure that can be more automated too once we go to this system. But that's probably a little bit away. I think who knows? I don't know if we'll be there by the end of the next year. Maybe it won't work out. I don't know, but we are going to take a look at that.
Could I just offer my heartfelt thanks for all of your work? It's just amazing to me. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. It's really not that hard. I know you guys, it's really not. I mean, like I said, I can paste pieces in no time because I've got it down. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
I have it down. I have it down. And all the little blurbs with all the little extra language that I add, I have a document with that already done, and I just cut and paste. I mean, for me, it's all just cutting and pasting.
Good.
So posting on here is not hard at all.
Okay.
All right. So I'm
Can
gonna
I ask you, are you going to go over the new contract? Do all the old people need to fill out the new contract?
I was gonna just say I'm gonna share my screen one more time.
And then one
get
other
here.
question, when you sent out the report, or the end of the January, you didn't send the report. I guess you only sent it to the people that actually sold stuff.
No,
but
I
I
sent
was-
it to everybody.
I didn't get the report. I just got the email that said it was the attachment. I didn't see an attachment.
Well, let me look. Did anybody else? Maybe it's not where it used to be because
Okay.
I'll look and see. I'll send it to you. Did anybody
you.
else not get the attachment, or did nobody even look?
I'm always just curious. That's all.
You got the attachment, Nadia?
Yeah, I think it was a little obscured. It wasn't exactly that easy to find, but I kept going and I found it. I mean,
Yeah,
that was-
I think I threw it away. Could you send it to me?
Yes, I will send it to you.
Thank you, dear.
But from now on, I'll be sending if I'm not contacting you directly one-on-one and I'm communicating with all of you, I'm now going through the forum. And so stuff is going to look a little bit different. You've probably noticed that already, right? The stuff is looking different. That's because I'm going through the forums like I'm supposed to. And so that's also easier for me to do it that way. But yeah, you're going to have to, once you get used to it, I think you'll find your attachment. And I will certainly send that to you now.
Thank you, my dear.
Yes. Now, to continue. Why did it do that? Okay. Okay, here we go. Okay, so we are asking all online store artists to sign a new contract for 2023. You can download the contract from the Sell Online page at vcpg.org. Jody, did you want me to go over the new contract?
No, I just needed to know if I needed to do it because I'm going to the gallery tomorrow, so I'll down.
So you can download it because Terry just put the new one up today. You can just sign it and put it on my shelf in the gallery. Also, if your contact information is changed, you'll need a new W-9, but that's probably not true for any of you guys. For the new people, you're going to need a W-9. And it would be great if I could have all the new signed contracts by February 28th. I mean, it's not the end of the world if you don't get it to me by February 28th, but if you don't get it to me by February 28th, I'll send you an annoying email. So there. So, and really the changes are not really drastic. I added stuff about the plus tier and the team service, and there are a couple other real little tweaks, but it's not anything earth shattering or surprising or scary or weird. When I think I changed it to say that you were going to submit your items through the new website, that kind of thing. I just updated it. And all the gallery guidelines are updated. And the gallery guidelines are basically a repetition of the bigger presentation for the new people, the Online Store 101, but everything's been updated and it's there and you can download it from the website. Okay. The one thing also I'd like you guys to do is I would like you to take advantage of the new year and look at your artist page. If you don't look at it on a regular basis, take a look at it. Remember, anything you have for sale on the online store shouldn't be on sale anywhere else. It shouldn't be on sale in the gallery, and it shouldn't be on sale on another website that you have, because we don't want to sell the same piece. We don't want to sell the same piece twice. Now, so for example, a couple of people just emailed me this week and said, will you please take these things down because I'm going to use them in the Valentine's Day event on Saturday. No problem. That is not a problem at all. I can take an item off permanently or temporarily. All you need to do is send me the item number. Okay, so not a problem. Okay. I would like you to look at your artist page, and I want you to make sure that every item that's currently posted is still available for sale online, that you didn't forget and give it away to your niece or nephew or sell it somewhere else. I just want to make sure, I want to start the year fresh with making sure that everything that's on the site is for sale. I've upped the items to 25 instead of 20. And this is how you get a hold of me if you have any questions. Now, more about marketing. Irene Zaragoza there is helping us with posts. But here's the thing, and I told you this before. We always do posts, and we always boost posts when people put new work up. And I really like to post when there's new work, because I don't want to keep posting stuff and have people come and they don't see anything new. I just don't think that that's good marketing. So I would rather you actually, I mean, you can send me 5 new pieces. You can keep all your new pieces and send me, 20 new pieces all at once. But if you want to send me one new piece a month to just kind of refresh and have some turnover in your store, that's great, because that gives us something to post about, even if it's one new piece. And if we don't have any new work, Irene and I will come up with a theme. We kind of took a break in January. I kind of took a break in January, but now we're back at it. So we'll come up with some themes. But again, I don't like to keep posting, especially boosting posts, if I don't have new work. For now, or when you send in your new work, you can help us by giving us a blurb, write a quote or a blurb about the pieces that you're submitting. Sometimes I take them from your description, but sometimes people have more to say, or they have more general things to say about their perspective as an artist. I like to include those in the post. And the other thing that isn't in your item description that you should let us know, and we can keep it on file, is if you have any external sales venues, if you have an Etsy store, if you have your own website, we will include those links in the post. You know, we're all about cross promotion, so be sure you send that to us as well. And then whenever we post anything, please like and share and all that good stuff. I'm going to bring back the featured artist. There's advantages to being a featured artist. You get special placement, you get 5 extra pieces. We'll send out a MailChimp for you. You'll be moved to the front of the artist listing. You're moved to the front of the artist listing too when you have new work, but you'll stay there for a whole month if you're a featured artist. And all you have to do to be a featured artist is to email me and say, I want to be the featured artist for March, or I want to be the featured artist for June, something like that. So that's another thing that can get us some turnover and exposure and something new for people to look at on the online store. And I think that that's it. Oh, and then the personal marketing, just like, forward, do all of that. That's it for the existing artists on the online store. Does anybody have any questions?
No,
Okay.
sweetheart, you've been wonderful.
Hi, Terry.
Thank you.
Do we still have the
Always.
same URL numbers?
Huh? Yeah.
Yeah, okay. That doesn't change. That hasn't changed. Okay.
What did you just ask? What did she just?
If she can send us her URL number.
No, I
Oh,
just want to know if we still have the same ones, like I use the ones that you post on
Oh,
the
if your number
store,
stays the
on my
same.
face, yeah, I put it on my Facebook page that people can go to there to buy.
Yeah, but if you ever want to check it, you can just go to your page and look at the
Yeah,
the
well, that's
URL
what
up at the top. But it ends. But you don't have to have all of it. It ends at that number. There's a number.
yeah,
That's all you need to have. So you
right.
can
I just wanted to know, make sure it didn't get changed.
I don't think so. I
Okay,
don't, because this has nothing to do with the online store. You know what I'm saying? The online store is a whole different website, a whole different host, a whole different, so it shouldn't have changed. I know, I put that URL in, I used to have it in my portfolio.
yeah, me too.
And I'm gonna put it on my portfolio when I finally get it up on the.
Yeah, I did mine. I put mine up, yeah,
Absolutely,
and
100%,
my Facebook, yeah.
all of it.
Okay, Stacy, I'll see you when we post again.
Okay, I'll give you a call. It'll be soon.
Sounds good. All right, thank you.
Katerina, do you want to hang out a little bit longer and go through some other stuff as a new person?
I'm new person. I'm still thinking about how to join your online store, but I don't have any question right now.
Okay, so listen, Katerina, I'm gonna, you got an email, the email I sent this morning to you had another PowerPoint attached to it that was called Ventura Pottery Online 101.
I can't see my mails right now, but I think I get this. Yeah.
Yeah, so go ahead and just look at that because there's some more direction in there, particularly about just a little bit about the photos.
Yes. We should use light background, or it doesn't matter.
The only stipulation that I have with respect to the photo backgrounds is that it's either a single color or a gradient. So it could be black, it could be, I mean, I don't know.
Because I prefer black, but I know
that's
that
fine.
many people use.
No, that's
white.
fine. That's fine. I just don't want environmental shots. I know environmental shots are nice. And if you're doing your own website and there's sort of consistency amongst your environmental shots, that's great. But when you have different people submitting them, it kind of can look a little bit crazy. So just to kind of keep things.
Can I ask another question?
Yes, ma'am.
I'm making lanterns. So the main shot will be just the piece, but probably the next shot will be like it's with candle or with lights. So it will be something.
Like in the dark.
Yes.
That's fine.
Okay.
That's great. And I will say this, I've said this 1,000 times, good photography is one of the keys of a successful website, I think.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. So yeah, that's fine. Anything else? Any other questions?
I do. I may have missed a cog. Are you saying that we could send you our like the mariecheatham.com/ceramics?
And if you, and then when we do a post about your new work, I'll include that in there.
Okay. Shall I send that to you in the email?
Yes.
Okay.
So, because then we'll say, like we always say, Marie's work is available, and then we'll put your Etsy store or whatever.
Thank you.
And if you're at the gallery, we'll say it's available at the gallery. We'll put whatever you want to put on.
That's great. Thank you.
Yeah, Marie, put that in your profile.
I
And your
have to
profile
do the
page.
yes, I
Yeah, put it on that. Yeah.
Thank you.
Mhm.
And I have found I am trying to get up on Etsy. It seems to be a problem for some reason. And Twitter seems to be odd. But I have made some sales by saying, oh, look at what I've just posted on Ventura Online Pottery. And I've made a couple of sales recently on Facebook.
Mhm.
If I can learn Instagram, what are people thinking about TikTok? Do we care that the Chinese have all of our information? Or are we, the US government has my information. I think I'm more afraid of them than I am the Chinese.
Yeah, TikTok is just snippet videos.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Instagram is your best info.
Is
and
it?
Facebook. Yeah, Instagram and Facebook. I don't know how to use Instagram, but Irene does. She does it. Yeah, I use Facebook, but TikTok is just a bunch of snippet videos.
Okay. Okay.
And then, so I just started using Instagram because actually the Ventura Pottery Gallery has Instagram and Facebook, and I always actually do our posts on Instagram, and you can click a button and you can link your Instagram account with your Facebook account so that when you post it on Instagram, it automatically posts on Facebook. So it posts at both places on the same time. And that's helpful. That's really helpful. But I do feel like you get way more followers and way more attention, I think, on Instagram.
Okay.
So I just sent, I just was multitasking, and LA County Library does Zoom training kinds of programs on all sorts of things, as well as book reviews, et cetera, et cetera. There's on Wednesday, the 15th at 3 p.m., there's a social media marketing seminar with the Department of Economic Opportunity. Get familiar with 3 widely recognized social media platforms. So if you go to the LA County Library website, or if I just sent Stacy the email with the link in it, the link doesn't transfer into the chat. If you want to email it out to people.
Okay, I will. I'll send that out.
But
Thank you. I kiss the hem of your garments.
unnecessary. I just
Wow.
thought, everybody at play in the guild that's wanting to do something with social media or is doing their team service with social media may want to just take advantage of this free thing. I've gone to a couple and they're pretty good.
Great. Thank you.
Well, the biggest thing that I keep reading is that you have to be on top of it all the time. You have to keep posting it because it's built on all the, anyways, whatever the system, the mathematical system that they use. And so if you don't post it, then you get kind of like get further back. So
Yeah.
you need to constantly post it. So it's like it must do every day, post something. Otherwise you get lost. Algorithms. There you go. That's what I heard.
Algorithm. Okay, well,
But
we spend so much time talking about instead of doing.
yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah,
It's like, I don't have time for that.
okay, but if
and the
that's
great-
what it takes,
And the great thing about Instagram is people start to follow you and you can look at their work. And then I only follow other potters. There's some weird people, but okay. But then I see their work, their new
Yeah.
work, and that's really great. I mean,
That's
I mean,
great.
you do that on Facebook too with Clay Buddies and stuff, but in Instagram, it's like a much broader audience. It's much
Okay.
broader, and
Well,
I just like looking at other people's stuff.
I
And
should,
Jody's new dog.
I should do it.
I
Okay,
want to meet your dog. He looks so cute.
We call him Pita for short, pain in the ass. He's 11 weeks old and he is a pain in the ass.
His name's Goose.
He is.
His name is Goose. Yes, he's very sweet.
That's funny. He looks cute. So yeah. So yay. Thank you, Foz. I will send Jody the monthly report, and I will send the email to all the people on the online store. I don't know. Maybe I'll do it on Member Connect and everybody can see it. So because it's probably good for everybody.
so here's my contract.
Oh, look at you. See, she went on, she printed it out, she signed, she did this all while we were here. It looks
Here's
so
my
nice.
contract.
This is great.
Except I used washi tape instead of licking it. I never lick an envelope.
That's fine. I don't care. That's good.
You
Excellent.
never lick an envelope?
No.
You can use a sponge.
Oh.
Do you remember back in the day?
There you are, Terry.
the
I see
ball
your
with the
face and
sponge on
nothing
top,
from
and
you.
you ran it along.
Terry's been just quietly sitting there. She's the tech person.
I just showed up about 10 minutes ago.
Okay, because like the quiet person, but you're all the tech person too. So it's like, oh, she's probably going like, what are these
She
people?
knows
They
all
don't know
this.
how to do any of this.
She and Foz know more about this than I do. So.
I know. They're like just going, what do you mean you don't know how to do this?
Yeah, we're too much. We've been immersed in this stuff.
Well, thank
Very
you
long
for
time.
all your hard work, sweetheart. Thank you so much.
You're
Yeah,
welcome.
absolutely. Thank you very much
She-
for
she
everything.
is
you
our
guys do.
champion.
All of you guys.
You're
in
the
the
glue
in
that
the
holds
end-
it all together, though. We couldn't do it without Foz to. She's the
And
glue.
win. And win.
Yeah, well, here's the thing: is this? I mean, you're just seeing the tip of the iceberg, you guys. Like you pointed out, there's a whole nother module where the online store itself can actually live down the road. There's a whole financial part of this. That you guys aren't seeing because you don't need to, but Wanda and the other people are able to, process things through there. And what this really is doing is laying the infrastructure that's really going to facilitate not just where we are now, but also to the extent to which we grow and change in the future, this new online home it really sets us up really nicely. And
Well, that's
saves us
wonderful.
all a lot of work.
This company has this website system just for groups like ours. They don't do any other kind of website, but club and association websites, and they accommodate all the funny little stuff that we need to do, and it's amazing.
They cater to the Aston Martin Club and to the American Botanical Artist Organization. I mean, from one end to the other, including us. So, I mean, they're diverse and have become quite flexible based on that diversity.
Yeah.
It's fabulous.
It's
yeah.
really, we all do the same thing, but in slightly different ways. And they've made a system that we can all do what we need the way we need to do it. Pretty much.
Because of Terry,
That's
because
great.
of Terry.
But yeah, we're pretty happy with everything.
Thank you.
Yeah, you guys have done a really great job. It's been amazing.
Appreciate the feedback.
Yeah.
Does anybody have any more questions or any more compliments they want to hand out to the web services team?
Thank you for embracing
Stacey,
it.
we couldn't do this without you. That's for sure.
Very true. We appreciate everything you do.
Well,
Yeah.
that's cool, but I mean, yeah, this is not that hard. The online store is not, of all of the cool jobs
I
that
don't
I
agree.
have.
I think it's very time consuming and every time I go through and talk to you and I'm going, does she do this with everybody? Because it's time consuming.
You know,
Especially-
I do the online store in the morning. I do the online store in bed. I do it in the morning when I get up and at night before I go to bed. That's the secret of the online store. It's I actually have my pajama bottoms on now. So I'm always
TMI.
working on the online store in my jammies. So before you feel too bad for me, just think about me and my jammies. The online store of all my jobs is the easiest one.
So shall I leave that out when I'm editing?
Oh, the jammies? I don't care.
Okay.
So there we go. All right. Is that it, everybody?
Yep.
Yeah, Stacy, can you stay on for just a second? I have a question for you.
I certainly can.
All right. Bye.
Thank you.
Okay.
Bye.
See you guys.
Bye-bye.
Nice
Let
to
me
see
stop the
anybody.
recording. Okay.
Yeah.